Alright, so I'm in the driveway, looking, if I walk out of the house and turn to the right, I'm going to blow up this tree here, zoom in on it, and I'm going to do some interpretations in the projected twack. Keep in mind, I saw this with my eyes unaided without the use of a camera. I understand that random shapes can happen in trees, and sometimes they could look like faces, but not to this degree. And I think you'll see in a minute, throughout this long video, unless unless you're watching one of the ones I've cut up, and there's one that kind of looks like a little creature there. They're saying turtle or wolf or something. I don't know, but in any case, you see all this like colorful noise that even pans with some of it pans with the camera. I call that projected twack, or they call it projected twack. I'm going to do some more interpretations here. Keep in mind, I saw this with my eyes unaided without the use of a camera. Obviously, it wasn't in a freeze frame mode, and they're playing freeze frame right now, and they're playing jitterbug right now. But but it moved pretty quickly. But when it was in front of objects, or even like in trees, or whenever it intersects with an object, because they stack eyes or faces on top of faces, and it's meant, here's some more interpretations here. I think it's meant to take advantage of the brain's pattern recognition and facial recognition that's built into us. It makes it look like, it makes inanimate objects come to life in a way, or make it look like they're moving, or make it look like there's something in front of it. Again, I've seen these things lit up as 3D holograms that I was able to walk around. One of them moved by me on the street. Obviously, I didn't have my camera with me at the time, and I'm not a liar when I say that, and I wasn't on anything. But on camera, this is a Galaxy Note 8 camera, and it wouldn't produce noise like this. Not with these patterns. This is not camera noise. I'm going to do some more interpretations here, and in a lot of these cases, you can see the pupil and an iris with it. Again, even if you don't interpret it this way, I saw all of this noise in the air, not quite as colorful as this, or not as colorful as this. Sometimes I do, but not this time. But it just looked like the whole, like there was like this almost mostly transparent, invisible mist or fog, or twack is really the only way to describe it. It doesn't look like fog or mist, although they can kind of mimic mist pretty well. But it still looks like it's like a digital mist. Here's some more interpretations in the twack. This is looking above the roof, and this is why it's useful as camouflage for the drones, because if you try to use your flash, it reflects off of this twack right back at you, kind of like putting your, if you're in the car, kind of like putting your brights on in a heavy fog. It just beams right, it just reflects right back at you, and then you can't see anything behind it or above the roof or in the sky. And so and they can get very close and still you can't see anything. I mean, you can see lots of things, but you can't see what you're trying. You can't see past the twack. I'm going to do some more interpretations here. See, in this case, like, you can make out irises in the bottom pair of eyes. I outline them, and you can even see a pair of eyes below it that have irises. They stack them on top of each other, and then above the face you can still see eyes with irises, and even with like a reflective sheen, because this twack is like a three-dimensional hologram. And people like may laugh about holograms, but holograms have been around for decades. But now they can be created by drones apparently, in the middle of the air, without requiring any sort of like special mirrors or anything like that.